Alright, so we'll do an attempt of Grave Tender, I think. Hopefully the goal for the stream today is to beat this boss, but hoping that I don't have to spend too much time on it. It's not a particularly exciting boss, and I do feel like relaxing today. So what I'm going to do though, is I need to get my stream up here and have a listen, because the audio has not been great. Normally, if you put yourself in a party, an Xbox party, it is pretty decent, but last time it wasn't, which is a shame because that was when we beat Friede. Oh right, yeah, because I'm live. There we go. Alright, I think that sounds okay. Let me log in. Yeah, so if anyone's watching, like if you're watching the VOD and then watching live at some stage, or you're watching live now, and my audio starts to sort of cut in and out really frequently, tell me, because I should be able to fix it. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. I don't want... It's not great putting out stuff that is a little bit scuffed. I have to keep noting down that it is. Alright, okay. Let's begin. This fight, I guess, is interesting. It looks pretty cool, and it has an idea to it, which is not unique, but rare. You have to deal with these mob enemies first. The kicker is that you get the first half of the fight as well, which is a bit frustrating. A bit late there. Ugh. We're going particularly well. Haven't been the biggest fan of NPC fights in this game, so suffice to say, this I don't think is going to be my favorite fight of the game. And this isn't a particularly good attempt. What I'm trying to do is get a stagger on him. My timing is pretty poor. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to wail pretty hard on him. So that wasn't too bad, like finishing that off. Unfortunately, I think that the Grave Tender is not the best position. Becomes a little weird in this phase, but like, he's not as aggressive as the Wolf. Shame that it didn't kill him. It perhaps didn't, even with Lloyd's sword, I'm not convinced I would have killed him there. The wolf seems like... that's really unfortunate. The wolf seems like a really similar moveset to the wolves we saw in the area before this. Yeah, the moveset doesn't seem all that different. Which I'm not complaining about. I really actually... I didn't mind that fight, but I thought that it wasn't quite as good as Ava. I think as far as the quadrupedal sort of dog type... I mean, I know that Ava is a tiger, but like dog type fight. You have Sif, you have Ava, Luddenzaun, and so forth. Okay, so this might just be a loss here. Yeah, okay. I don't know about rushing that first wolf, but it seems like it worked last time. Locking on to individual wolves is really great for dealing with them, because they like to sort of change direction a lot. And the idea is you kite them backwards a little bit and bait out their attack. And because you're not rolling or anything, you can just go in for a couple of hits and kill them. Yeah. But yeah, I think Ava is still my favorite of that type of genre of fight. I don't know if this game had any other entries. I'm not sure why I moved there. That just feels really weird. So we're not going to go for the 2 hits here. We're not even going to worry about finishing a wolf off, like specifically. The reason being, you know, when you're getting ganked like this, depending on how quick the enemies are, in this case very quick, it can actually be better to keep your damage spread. Instead of trying to focus one down, which might just lead to you getting ganks. If you spread your damage, you get situations like this where you can just be sort of patient with it. And go in for easy kills. I'd actually be able to circle strafe around that when he does it. That was dumb. Yeah, I'd say so. It's pretty. I have to say, like, I don't particularly like, in a vacuum. I don't like. I wouldn't rate either of the individuals. I mean, NPC fights aren't, you know, terrible, but I think I prefer them to Dark Souls 2 for some reason. Alright, I have to be careful here because the wolf is going to spawn. Okay, I thought I could... I misjudged my stamina. Yeah, so the wolf, with the exception of maybe one move, seems really similar, similar to the mini-boss that you fight, or the mini-bosses you fight in the original area, and the first guy isn't the hardest NPC in the game that I've fought so far. So individually, I probably don't rate them. I think I generally don't mind gank fights, and this one seems very reminiscent of Lud and Zalin. Yeah, the setting of this fight though I think is pretty spectacular. It's probably the best arena, potentially, in the trilogy. Oh damn. This is a first playthrough, yes, but I'm also doing it level 1. Let's be done. So I can use other weapons, but not many other weapons. Oh, I wasn't meant to do that. Alright. Oh yeah, I see your question. I don't know why people wouldn't use it. The damage seems pretty reasonable, and the reach I feel is better than Dark Souls 1 Club, which is kind of cool. I think the point of the other weapons, the longsword and the broadsword, and potentially later game weapons like rapier, which I do have upgraded, I just haven't used it yet, is the swing speed. Like you get more DPS from the swing speed. But this weapon does bleed, which I'm pretty sure you can't complain with. I think it's a decent effect. And it also, I don't know exactly how poise breaks work in this game. Like you the player character doesn't have a poise meter or anything to go off of. But it seems pretty good at poise breaking enemies as well. So you know, the game seems to, as opposed to Dark Souls 1 and 2, really accentuate poise damage. So I'm pretty happy to use it. Like this effect here, I don't know how easily you would get the riposte animation of shield bashing with other weapons. I suppose you can just kick them, but yeah, I have no complaints about it so far. I haven't used... Oh yeah, the one thing that is kind of annoying is that you can't, I don't think you can use the large club in this game, which is a shame, because in Dark Souls 2 level 1 you can. Which is great. Like, you know, I don't know if you played Dark Souls 2, but in level 1, I should have done that. In level 1, there's two pretty big sticking points, which is Frigid Outskirts and Burnt Ivory King. And both of those areas are made, you know, borderline trivial by the large club. Because you can pancake them. With the stone one, you can pancake. Which shuts down a lot of enemies pretty hard. In a regular playthrough, I tend to stay away from clubs. I usually, like in Dark Souls 2, I used Bastard Sword, Claymore, and Greatsword. One of the things I do actually like about NPC enemies is the fact that it almost encourages you not to roll. It'd be great if I could get a riposte here. Alright. That little combo there is quite deadly of his, because it one taps me, basically. Yeah, I don't think you can use large club in this game. I don't even know if you can, like, I haven't played this game before this. No, I'm not. It probably could well be. Actually, do I even, I gotta beat that for this crabs. It could well be, because it seems as though most of the damage I'm doing to him at critical points in the fight are the critical hits. So do I have it though? It looks like I don't actually have it. I'm not following a guide, so I'm not picking up particular items. The only item actually that I sort of, because I knew it existed, I just, oh there it is, wondering. So what am I switching that out for? Lloyd's. What have I got on? We can actually try switching out Lloyd's shield for this, maybe. We'll just have a go at it. Because, I don't think the first guy does quite enough damage to me to one-hit me. We'll see about the wolf, though. So I might have to put this back on later. Yeah, I've been trying to avoid parrying. Not for a particularly good reason, but like NPCs I think are probably fair game for me to parry in my minds, because I don't think their movesets are that interesting. Oh, okay. I don't know if I got hit by both of them there, or just the Grave Tender. I think it was just a Grave Tender. I don't know. We'll have another go at that. With, like, I discovered that you can parry Pontiff, for example. I probably wouldn't, even if I had known, be interested in doing that. Like, I looked at a few videos, and it actually looks a lot like how you deal with Gwyn with parries. But, I don't know, I feel as though potentially if I wanted to parry everything, I'd play Sekiro. It seems like the mechanics are balanced around that. Whereas, you know, if you just parry Pontiff, are you really enjoying the full moveset of the fight? Potentially not. But that was dumb. I mean, I probably will play through the game again and parry. I remember one of the problems with parrying in level 1 Dark Souls 2 is that the best shield for it is the buckler, and potentially there's another one that's quite good for it. But they have very high dex requirements, which you can't really get to until you get to the DLC. Maybe Kale's Helm lets you wield them. I can't be sure, because that gives you 2 dex, I think. I was on a farm yesterday, that's why I'm a little bit congested. I don't know, I think actually potentially just going for that first strike is a waste of time. Go away. Good deal. Ah, terrible. Not playing very well there. Gross. I think this happened in my first attempt. First phase was just miserable. Oh, come on. I don't actually think I hit anything. Oh, I hit the grave tender. Okay. Damn. Torched by the old ice pillar. That's right. But yeah, I do realize that it's probably a little bit frustrating watching you do this. Like, I mean, even if I wasn't parrying, why not just pull out a shield and block the wolves? Because that's honestly that's what I normally do in the levels of the game when there are dogs. Because I'm not a huge fan of how dogs work. Oh, they add an interesting bit of complication. Oh, why do you have to jump back like that? I mean, come on, just attack them. Do something interesting. Yeah, I'll tend to block them. You can kind of just walk backwards, but it's a bit tedious if you do that. Okay, so that shot actually doesn't one-shot me. That's good information. Without Lloyd's shield ring, I can tank that. So that's nice. I don't know where the grave tender is. Oh, there he is. Okay. What an annoying move. Alright. Oh wow. So does the Hornet Ring just give you... That's interesting. So maybe extra critical damage actually translates to different critical animation as well. That's kind of cool. Because I have not seen that animation yet. Interesting to know that he can combo that move. Wow, so that one hits me. Thanks, have a good day. Might have a quick break, actually. Okay, let's continue. But yeah, for anyone in the know, actually, in the bug room, where you turn the lever to open Friede's arena. Oh, come on, just give it to me, please. Thanks. Where you open Friede's room. There's an illusory wall, and it leads down to a hollow, which takes you above this arena. Now, I did, and I think I know the answer to this question. I did try and drop down from on top of that, and that's how I discovered this fight was here. Ah, no. Okay, that's right. That would have killed me with Lord Shield anyway, so I'm not bothered about that. But yeah, I died jumping down. So I'm guessing that if you had more vigor, and potentially, I think there's a cat ring in this game, you survive that. So that's interesting. Like, I'm wondering if anyone, because the way that I discovered this alternative route was completely by accident. It was right after I killed Sister Friede, and I was kind of just messing around, summarizing the stream, and I did a jump onto the bridge. And for anyone who didn't know, if you run jump onto the rickety bridge, it does start its destruction. And I found out that way. But I'm wondering if anyone actually, for a run back, went that way. Always nice getting both of them. So I have to get a bit more distance from him before I can heal, because he does like to close the gap. Ah, damn. It's a strange attack. I don't quite understand it. It seems as though it doesn't kill me sometimes and it does others. Might go back to Lloyd Shield and see how that goes. Because I don't particularly have any visions of trying to play this perfectly. NPC fights aren't as satisfying to figure out, in my opinion. And honestly, you know, especially level 1, the answer to most NPC fights is to take it slowly. With this guy, you have to go a bit faster. Every time. Really dangerous doing that. It's more of an act of impatience rather than, you know, knowing that it's going to work. I simply just, you know, am getting impatient. You never want to gank you never want to gas yourself in a gank fight, especially if you can't see everything. Okay. So I'm happy with that not killing me. So I'm interested to see if this triggers the wolf. It doesn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and go for a repose. As tedious and annoying as that is. See if I can get a shield to go up. Yeah, okay, so whatever happened with that attack? Alright, so I think when he stands it up like that, that might actually just be a straight sword, you know, weapon art. I just want him to get him to shield up here. It's not going my way. I guess I could just go for a backstab, actually. I think I might do that, because this guy's beginning to annoy me. So I'm hoping I can just get a bit of damage here. Okay. So now we go to this part where we're just going to try and get him isolated and go for an occasional one. Okay. So we'll go for one here. Wasn't meant to do that. Okay, so I won't go for 2 R1s because it looks like he does recover quite quickly. I will just have to be on the lookout for catching a riposte on him. Okay. That's right, I think I caught that one there as being... I think that I realized there that, you know, as I was going and that, I was probably going to get done because the wolf was too far around the pillar. He was too close to me. So that's right. I mean, having that information going in isn't... Like, I think that doesn't nullify the strategy's effectiveness. I just executed it poorly. So that's good. So I just need to be more careful of that when I get to phase 2. But yeah, I would like to wrap this up so I can have some food and watch some Harry Potter and Walking Dead, I reckon. That'd be good. Oh, come on. I gotta work on that. That seems to be something I'm doing regularly. That was a little bit greedy there. That was really greedy. Because yeah, this guy, anything over 1 attack from him is a kill. I think Lies of P has been released. I think it's on Game Pass as well, which I don't have anymore, but yeah, might be lining that up in the future for Starfields. Because what I want to do for the stream is I want to, after this, I want to go for a more casual playthrough of a game. So either... Okay, so I could be dead like right off the bat here. Just amazing that didn't hit like that. Why wouldn't I be locked onto that guy? So that was dumb as well. That kind of thing got me killed in the last attempt. Alright, spit cleaner. Yeah, so I wanna do a more casual... So it's stupid arena. I want to do a more casual playthrough of the game. So it's either going to be Elden Ring or Lords of the Fallen. Okay, a bit of a waste there. Okay, so maybe I can bait out the shield after he does one of his big launching attacks. Okay, so not like that. Ah, shit. Okay, so he recovers from that attack a bit quicker than I'd like. So that was a mistake there as well. Yep. Okay, here we go. Nice. So that might be our ticket. So what I want to do is I want to go for another riposte here. Oh yeah, so back on topic. I want to play a casual playthrough, Lord of the Fallen or Elden Ring. Interesting. And depending on which game, I would still like to do some Dark Souls stuff. Okay, that'll be enough. So I want to do a no-roll playthrough, probably of Dark Souls Remastered. Okay. I'm just trying to get into a bit of a safe position. Oh, no. This guy has my number. He knows my game. Okay, so let's see if we get some damage here. God damn it. Alright, that's right. Yeah, so like, I probably want to do 2 or 3 streams of a regular playthrough of a game. And then I want to do... on the weekends, most probably, no roll on another game. I reckon that'll be really fun. There's definitely a few fights I'm really looking forward to. So, one scene in Smo will be interesting, because I think the strat for one scene in Smo, especially if you're not doing it at level 1, is just to do massive damage. So you bait out one scene's charge attack. And you just try and do huge damage. A bit silly going for that. If he had better tracking, probably would have died. Most annoying animation. Try and... Yes, that's the standard strategy for all scene Smo. And then with Smo in second phase, and I've done this before, all you need to do... that's no. All you need to do for Smo second phase is sprint towards him, and he and it baits out his hammer slam attack. That's a bit weird. Thought I clicked RB, but perhaps not. Just looking for a good opportunity to heal here. Basically what I want to do is I want to bait out one of his big attacks. And get him to not run towards me after that. Yeah, you run towards Smo and he does his big overhead hammer attack. Okay, I'm gonna have to get out of here though. And gas myself there too. I think there was a big fog wall. That's cool. I didn't notice that. Yeah, so that would be the regular strategy, but oh no. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go for an attack on the Grey Tender here. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. I want to... Oh no. Man, this guy is just messing me up with his spells. Oh, good. That's just what I like to see. Nice. Alright, I don't know if I'll be able to do this in 3 Estus. Almost definitely not. One Estus. 0 Estus. Yeah, okay. Because there's some really cool stuff you can do with Smo, with no roll. So his big scoop hammer attack that everyone hates, and I hate too. There's no roll strats for that, where it's not like you're just sprinting backwards or anything. You actually move into him, and if you do the correct movements, I think that you can avoid it. I think I've seen that before. I'd be really keen to replicate that. So be keen for Ornstein Smo. Kind of keen for Gwyn, but I think with Gwyn, because I wouldn't do parry for this, for that kind of playthrough. I think the thing with Gwyn is that he has some really nasty stagger that you can take advantage of. Probably should have gone for another hit there. And he didn't give that one to me. Yeah, there's some stagger that you can do to him. Oh no, that's so annoying. Alright. So what I kind of want to do actually, I want to see if I take him over this way. I want to see how the wolf spawns. I want to see if it spawns in the same spot. Damn it. Okay, yeah, so it looks like taking him this way is going to be the answer. Fuck yeah. Alright. God damn it. Bit annoying that hit. I mean, I think I realized it was a bit too early on that. I mean, thanks game for not letting that hit. Like, I don't know why, hit something. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't care if you run like my iron. Alright, that's a bit unfortunate, but yeah. I think it'll click with this wolf. It'll just be a matter of knowing when I can attack. I think I'm hesitating a little bit, but yeah. At least we know that taking him to the other end of the arena probably means we're going to be able to kill the Grave Tender outright without having to deal with a gank, so that's good. And Artorias as well, so I have seen that done with no roll, and it is incredible. It is an amazing fight. Really, really looking forward to doing that. I know Calamite can be done, but I suspect that Calamite and Manus will be very hard. Because, you know, with Ornstein and Smo, if it just turns out to be too difficult, like, there's no particular reason that, that I shouldn't, just be able to go for the sort of consistent strat, which is just to bait out the charge to start with and destroy Ornstein. Yeah. Definitely did observe that, it's fine. And a bit impatiently. Okay. I don't know why. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think it's because I don't expect the stagger. Because it carries over. I think I fucked up. Yeah, I think I did just fuck up a little bit. Okay. That's right. I mean, we didn't get to go for our full new strat. But it is what it is. Stupid attack. Like, I feel as though that, like, that is nothing like what I'm doing now. Wow. So it looks like he goes cursed, and he's got a little bit of a second phase as well, which looks pretty dangerous. We'll stick with it and see how we go. I don't like the idea of being one-shot by his moveset. I think his moveset is a bit annoying, but yeah. But yeah, Manus and Calamite, I reckon, in that kind of run would be really tough. Probably Calamite more so, but I don't know. Well, we'll have to wait and see. That was poorly timed. I don't know why he staggered there. Maybe because the hit against him counted towards the stagger build-up. I think I messed up again. Okay, I think this is not looking good. Aw, come on, just take the L, buddy. Yeah. Alright, well, we need to focus a little bit more and make sure that I'm actually getting him over to where I need to get him over to. Bed of Chaos is going to be really interesting. I do know that there is a proper path to do that fight legitimately. I think that you can do it without rolling. Yeah, okay, so it looks like the regular hits will build up stagger on him as well. Wasn't meant to kick him there. So what I might do, I mean there's no particular reason not to. Let's just fight him the whole time back here. I kind of want to just give him a little tap. Okay, good. Because if I can get the riposte off now. I'm getting a bit lucky there. Oh, come on. What a recovery from this guy. I think what I need to do actually is, if I'm in a situation like that where it looks like I don't have the stamina to just wail on him, I think that I should just back off a little bit, because if I'm in that part of the arena, it's going to take a while for the wolf to get there anyway. So I should be able to dance around and get a couple more hits in, and should be gravy. But yeah, definitely worried about the second phase of the wolf. Not too happy with that nonsense. Okay, so before we forget... Okay, alright. Bit late there, but let's go over to the other side. think at this stage I do actually just need to go for the R1s. Sadly. Oh, no. Yeah, the other thing that's sort of in the back of my mind for streaming is the Elden Ring, but doing it RL1 as a first playthrough. I just don't know about that. So I think if I were to do that, it would be fine and doable, but I would have to place certain restrictions. So for example, I don't think doing all bosses like that is realistic. Okay, that was just stupid. Let's go. I like how this guy's barefoot as well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on Ring of Steel Protection and see if that allows me to tank 3 hits, but it also might help with, what's it called, the wolf in phase 2 of his phase. And then what I'll do instead of, because DPS is pretty important when you're in the transition phase, when the wolf comes down, because you need to kill him quick. But I should be able to just Warcry and get that damage that way. It might be necessary to pop some extra armor on as well, but I guess we'll see. Stupid dogs. Alright, could be worse, could be better. As long as this thing actually goes in for an attack. Nice. Alright. So what we'll do is we'll Warcry up here in this fight now. Nice, okay, so, I mean, a bit of an annoying sequence there, but we did discover that we're protected from his follow-up 2-hit combo, which is nice. Going in for an attack there was a bit dumb. He's not doing his jump attack, which is a bit annoying. Playing like an idiot. This is a problem when you don't get the... Okay, so I'll go for one more R1. Okay, no phase 2, that's good. We just need to be really careful here. Okay, so we're gonna have to wail on a little bit. Nice. sad stuff. Yeah, I don't quite have dodging that particular attack down, which is unfortunate. It seems a little bit unfair, the like however the dodging's meant to work for that. I feel as though if I was dodging like that for you know, Sif or Ava, probably be fine. That's not to say that, you know, bosses aren't allowed to be different. It's just strange. Oh, stupid animation. Come on, just attack me. Don't do that. Alright. Let's get this idiot in here. War cry up. Bro's got to put his shield up. Okay, I think this is safe. Oh, it might not be. Okay, could be fucked here. Yeah. Fight is definitely starting to annoy me a little bit. Probably just because I want it to be done with. I think I've got a strategy that'll let us win. It's just the mechanics for it are a bit frustrating. Come on, just attack me. Alright, not gonna complain with that. So you gotta give him a little bit of time to get his shield up. The thing is, he might actually stagger here. Gross. If I hit a shield, he might stagger because I've hit him so many times. Alright, so playing a little bit badly here, which I'm not a fan of. So try and R1 him down to about half. I might actually just go for the backstab. Let's see if we can go on for the kill here. Looks like that is an early dodge. Potentially, yeah, I don't know, it's a bit odd. It does seem as though that attack triggers when you're further away from him. So being closer to him then would be the answer. Yeah, I do think that when we're unsure, just going for the backstab is going to be better. Like I think one more R1, and let's go for a backstab. Shit. Alright, well it worked out. Cool. Yeah, so it's a bit of an early dodge, I think. Ah, gross. That's okay, I think that's a little bit better. I think trying to engage with him a little bit more rather than running away is going to be good, because his charge attack isn't actually that hard to dodge, I don't think. Still a bit annoying. That he can just chain it like 2 or 3 times. Just because resetting your camera is a bit tough. If I'm doing this, it probably would be worth locking on, maybe, at least trying it. That not killing him is just dirty. I think I get it though. Alright, so let's go to the other side. Okay, I don't think one more. I think, yeah, we'll just go for the backstab here. Probably war cry. Idiot, slowing down the fight. Okay, I might have time for a heal here. Could be a bit dumb. Yeah, it was. That's right. Yes, that's a bit annoying. That could have been bad. Oh my god, just... It should have given him more short range attacks, I think. Because this is a bit annoying. Stupid. What was I hitting there? Hitting the wall. It wasn't next to the wall. That's right. Oh, come on. Okay, let's do him dirty here. Alright, so that was a very cheap victory, I'll admit that, but I will take it because I'm... yeah. So what is this Valor Heart and Champion's Bones? Is that like a weapon? That can't be a weapon. No. It kind of maybe looked like a quest item. be a ring. Oh, it could be... Like, Champion's Bones does actually sound a lot like Ashes. Here we go. Oh, Valorheart. That's strange. Like, what is that? Like, paired with a shield? Yeah, not my least favorite boss, but I think that, there's probably hitless strats for it. Okay, so it's actually a sword shield paired. And you can, that's crazy, because you could have Grass Crest Shield with this, that's cool. Yeah, not my favorite fight. Probably not my least favorite fight either. Definitely not my least favorite fight. I think it's, you know, decently cool. It has, for a gank squad, it has good ideas, I think. Like, it had a strategy to manage the gank. The Wolf moveset, I'm not a massive fan on, just because... I don't know, I think I'd have to do it more, because I'll be honest, when I did Sif for the first time, that was really frustrating. Because I couldn't stay close enough to him to really do any damage. But then when, you know, you do it a few times, that's not the case. Like, it's almost natural that, you know, you sort of figure it out, which is really strange. It's just an odd kind of way that fight works. But Champion's Bones, what is that? I mean, I don't think it would be a consumable. Is there like key items? Oh, there it is, okay. Unlock undead matches. Okay, so I'm gonna look that up actually. I wanna find out what that is. Is this some kind of dating thing? Wow, that's pretty cool. I hadn't heard of that before, which is... Oh, there you go. I think that this fight gives a lot to the game. And it's probably one of the most beautiful arenas as well. So... I won't complain too hard about it. Definitely wasn't in the mood for it either this morning. So... Where is... the bonfire? There. The arena actually reminds me of Manus's arena because of the destructible terrain. And in that fight, that's a reasonably big deal. Like, you have to avoid that terrain and Manus will destroy it for you. Okay, so, I think I'm pretty satisfied with the stream today. Let's go spend these souls on stuff. I do want to have... I need to have breakfast. And, I kind of just want to chill today. So let's see what you have to sell. I don't really want any upgrade materials. So a ton of that, ton of that. I'd just spend it all on Carthus Rouge. Mess around with some bleed, maybe. Yeah, let's go to the Dreg Heap and see if we can pick out a bonfire. No, this way. Classic RPG element. Looks like some kind of prison cell that we're starting in.
Your head square on your shoulders, is it? I thought that clambering tin can was the last. But here we go again. What is it you want from this old stone-out hag?
What is she referring to?
I've nothing
Tin can.
for you,
Is that
little
Sigurd or something?
smithereen. I just like to stand here and take in the view. Well, that came out of nowhere. You think an old stone-out hag would be brimming with goodies? I've none of that, not a smithereen.
I haven't actually heard that phrase, that term being used in this context before. Rusted coin, that's kind of cool. That she's selling them. I do like how this game refers to distant lands. So SL1 was another example of that. And there's probably, I think there's a few others. But I wonder if anyone's tried to piece together... Well, I guess you've got Lordran and Drang and Drang Lake is referred to in this game. I don't know about Lordran though. I will need to do a lore percent playthrough of this. I'll probably stream that as well.
Keep your sleep.
Take the plunge. Kind of thinking that's legit. I'm pretty sure that's the dude that sent us to the Painted World. And, Ooh. That's a fair amount of damage. It did look like they got summoned. Yeah, definitely wary of taking this too far. Interesting that they don't let you just stay in the Drake Loop. Because they did that, they sort of did that with Archdragon Peak. If you died, you go back to the start of the level without a bonfire. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna run down and hit this guy with the pole. Okay. That is probably just gonna have to be clipped. That's dirty. That was ridiculous. That's cool though. Hoping that a bonfire is before that. Sorry. Yeah, I wonder what the idea is for this world here being demented. It seems like the same architecture of Lothric Castle. So I won't go down there. Something's above me. Oh wow. That's a cool enemy though. I like his head. Might throw on Ring of Steel Protection, see if we can tank some of this. I'll put it on when we're walking. Yeah, the next stream. I don't know how long. This is the last stretch of the game. So there's this DLC, and there's Soul of Cinder. My understanding from what I've been told is that Soul of Cinder is very difficult at level 1. And this DLC is the hardest part of the game. Just a matter of objective fact. So I did forget the steel protection ring. So what is that? No backstab? That last attack was kind of funny. Yeah. I think doing more than 1R1 is a little bit silly. Cool enemy though. I kind of like it. I think that it does sort of want you to go back up that stair that he came from and do a plunging attack. But I won't do that. If I have to I mean, I likely will have to run this area again after I kill it the first time. I might give that a go. I also think that this is a prime target for doing, you know, sort of no-roll strats. It seems as though behind him is incredibly safe. But yeah, this does seem like Lothric Castle architecture, but burnt to ash. Which is, you know, kind of ironic. I thought I could backstab. It's a shame. But kind of ironic because the previous DLC was Ash's Mariandel. So do you have to be a bit careful? It's alright. Sometimes this game rewards you for early attacks. Early dodges, but yeah. But yeah, so far it seems as though there's potentially 3 paths. So down that precarious lip there, up the way we're currently going, or that way. That way kind of seems like a dead end though. Huh. Amazing. That was just stupid. Might risk it and not go for the kill on that first guy. It's just, you know, a bit annoying having to deal with him. For breakfast, I think I am going to have, I think it's a medium stack of chocolate chip pancakes. It's going to be fucking sick. I'll make 3 of them. Try not make them too big though. Yeah, see how we go with that. Butt slam seems to be a bit unfair. That's quite funny. It's good that you can call it. I think whenever any enemy staggers, it can be a real trap. Nice. Take a Titanite chunk. Take 2 Titanite chunks. Not that they're going to be probably very useful, I think. Yeah, and I have a cappuccino as well, I reckon. That'd be nice. Apprentice stagger or something. Really have to stop doing that? Whatever. That's a bit annoying, but it's okay. I mean, it's unlikely to be very useful to me. So what, is this a dead end? Doesn't seem right. It's a bit odd. That's a shame too, because I was getting excited. I thought, oh, you know, there's 2 pathways. That's really cool, but it looks like there's just going to be 1. Dragon here. So we will have to be very careful in here. What's this about? Is that a moonlight butterfly or something? I wonder if that is a live version of the stuff in Lothric Castle. With the Dragon Slayer armor. Should have just gone from the top. Really want my pancakes. Are you kidding? This guy has the ears of a cat. Or a dog. Ooh, that's cool. Oh no. Huh. Okay, so it looks like it's through that door then. So just gonna have to make a run for it. I don't really want to fight these guys. It looks like an interesting fight actually. Because you might not be able to properly go outside. Yeah, that thing being there, you know, so this is probably Lothric Castle. There's no way that this is a dead end. Okay, we won't bother with that. We'll just go to where we know we can go. See if we can nab a bonfire. Because this is a bit annoying. I also wonder if the bonfire at Kilner the First Flame, just before the boss fight, if that takes us to a different part of the Dreg Heap. It seems as though her dialogue is necessary though. But maybe she's just in a different place. Thinking I'll watch Harry Potter. Maybe there's an illusory wall or something? But yeah, there didn't even seem to be ladders. Let's see if we can just run this. Because these guys look like assholes that'll kill us. This actually does remind me a lot of the levels in High Wall of Lothric. Definitely very dense in enemies here. Whoa. Not sure what that was. Looks interesting though. Oh dear. showing us the way. Very cool. Ah, there we go. Nice. I wonder if you can use that spell. Haha. Sick. So we will go through that first stretch again. For sure. I want to kill those Lothric Knights. So there will be a slight change to the schedule. Tomorrow at least, I'm going to stream in the morning. Which is, I think... Let me think. Probably 8 hours before I normally stream. Something just died. Oh, these little bastards, see? Alright, well, we'll call it that. And return tomorrow. Yeah, so it's probably about 7-8 hours before I normally stream tomorrow. And perhaps Tuesday we'll do the same. And the goal for that, I think, stream will be to push through here, maybe find a boss. I think there are 4 bosses in this level. Let's go this way. I think this maybe is just... yeah, that's fine. Ah. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize they dropped rotten pine resin. I guess that makes sense. Alright. So yeah, we'll call it there. Good stream. We finished the Ashes of Ariandel DLC. I may yet go back and do some further exploration. Yeah. So next stream we'll be continuing with the Dreg Heap. I may set up a cam for tomorrow as well. I do actually have it now. I might do some testing later on with it. But yeah. So it was a fun stream. Kind of cool boss. Not too bad. Probably wasn't really in the mood for it. A gank fight, but managed to get it in a kind of cheap, dodgy way. But it is what it is. I'll take it. And yeah, keen to do this. So I think I am traveling at the start of October. I've got 3 more weeks and 3 days. So I think we can finish the game. Unless this area proves to be a massive wall, which it could be. You know. But, you know, we've dealt with DPS, like extreme enemy DPS before. Friede was very powerful, Nameless King was very powerful. At the time, Dancer and Pontiff were very powerful. So, and Dragon Slayer armor was, you know, insane as well. Even with Lloyd Shield Ring, a massive amount of damage with him. But, so what it's really coming down to is the movesets. The health bars matter as well. You know, a big health bar is, you know, hurts. Because it means you have to stay in the fight for longer. But we've done Dancer, took 6 minutes. Nameless King, I think, took over 6, like 7 or 8 minutes. And Friede was a solid 10 minutes. So it's not like we haven't experienced long fights before in this playthrough. And yeah, so I'm keen to see. It'll come down, I think, a lot to the movesets of the enemies in this DLC. that determine the difficulty rather than the health bar or the damage per second. Yeah, I mean, you know, they could have if I get one shot with steel protection, void shields, prisoner, and like a stone plate ring, that it becomes more interesting. But I'm kind of happy with medium roll. You get the same number of iframes. You know, I can up defense like that as well if I need to. Like I have a considerable amount of different armors. You know, a pretty good selection, I think. Hopefully some of it is decently light enough that it might protect us. Like we got the Master set, for example. Like at the moment, we're just going in pretty much naked. We did this setup for Friede, and even less so for some of the other bosses. Nameless King was completely naked. But yeah, we'll call it there. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my morning and day. And yeah, if you're watching live, thank you for watching. If you're watching the VOD, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all next time in the Dread Heap. Looking forward to it.